looked into this like every possible way to make sure it's real. The Los Angeles Lakers have posted on teamworkonline.com a listing for a head strength and conditioning coach. This job description is responsible for motivating players and holding them accountable for their work in the weight room. It does not say on here that speaking Slovenian is a requirement for the job, but one would assume that is a piece of this. Again,
can't be real.
No, we looked into this. Every single one of us was like, no. We need to triple check that. It is 100% real. It is a job. The job description is responsible for motivating players and holding them accountable for their work in the weight room. UD.
Can I say something, Greeny?
Please.
Where's the camera? If I got to motivate you,
the camera right here. Go to four. Give me one shot.
Listen, if I got to motivate you to work hard and be accountable, get your ass out of here. Get him out of here. Like and I've never, in my 20 years, have ever seen anything. And I've seen everything but the win. I'm old as hell. I've never seen that before.
So tell me about that. If Luka Doncic is on your team, and he clearly, and J.J. Redick used the words not in championship condition, if you're aware, because you know, the guys know, that a player is not working as hard as he possibly can to be the best he can be, you're as good a leader as the NBA has had in decades. What are you doing about it?
LeBron James. You move next to him. Don't they got realtors? When you move into a city, they hook you up with a realtor when you get to L.A. I'm going to make sure his house is somewhere near LeBron James' house. You're going to be in his pocket. This is going to become a lifestyle to you, Luka. This is not just an in-season thing. We're going to get rid of all that hookah Luka talk and all that. We're going to do all that is over. There's going to be a new Luka Doncic starting now when you get here. And that's because you're going to follow in the footsteps of the man who I seen ride a 10-speed to practice at 9 a.m. when practice don't start till 11. He gets there at 9:45. He is in the weight room till 10:30. By the time practice starts at 11, he's going through a full sweat and a full workout. You get in that guy's pocket and you learn how it's done.
Look,
Greeny, J.J. Redick saying that they're not in world championship condition is one thing. I think it definitely calls out Luka. This is a massive insult if this is real.
It's real.
This is a massive insult.
We would not have shown this to you if it was not real.
Online, saying you're looking for a strength and conditioning coach who can motivate players. That's embarrassing. You don't do that. You have private conversations with world-class strength and conditioning coaches to say, hey, this is the right team. We need to be around LeBron and Luka. You don't post that online.
Man, what? I don't mean to laugh. It's something.
Throw my name in there.
Wendy, what is your reaction to that?
Well, the pay ain't going to be good if it's online.
Let's hear Wendy.
It is a little unusual for a team to post a position like this open like that. The Lakers, however, do operate a little differently than a lot of teams. They have a little bit of a smaller operation. It's sort of mildly interesting. I don't think it's insulting or anything, but I would say this. Luka is going to be spending most of this summer overseas. He's planning to play for the Slovenian national team in the Eurobasket, which is one of the biggest basketball events on the calendar. So whoever gets hired in Los Angeles, Luka is going to be over there. And that's, he's one of the few NBA players who's going to be playing this summer.
Can't do it. It can't be the same thing all the time. Slovenia, hanging out with friends, doing the same thing. That has not been working.
And I get it. You want to represent our country, but there's also a chance to go on vacation and just play when you feel like playing and do what you want to do and just be in your comfort zone. Luka has to start getting comfortable being uncomfortable.
It reminds me of somebody.
That has to start with not going home in the summertime. Just like when you were in college and you had those 2 off seasons.
Stay in off season. You stay and you work.
You stay and you work. So when the season comes back, you are better. And the coach sees the work that you put in over that summer.
It's like Joel Embiid. It's like, hey, I get it. You want to win a gold medal, but maybe we should just focus on your health and conditioning here at home.
Yes. What's important?
It's insane. It seems funny. Again, we look. It's on the Lakers website. This is not a joke, even if it's funny.
But it is.
But it is interesting to say the least. All right, as we continue, draft drama. The NBA had tons of it on Monday night. I'll tell you why some other folks might want to take note and make a huge change immediately. I'm going to talk about that with our buddy Dan Graziano. Jalen Brunson was named the NBA's Clutch Player of the Year for good reason. He had 102 points in the fourth quarter through 10 games of this postseason. Look at the list that he puts himself at the very top of for most fourth quarter points.
At the top, right?
Through 10 games. He is at the top, and we are talking about royalty. We're talking about the Mamba and Steph Curry, and that's been Jalen Brunson. Look at Jay's face. Look at your face. Right?
He's 6'1.5".
It shakes you up, right?
My goodness.
When you see the name Kobe Bryant on there multiple times, and then you see who's known to have been one of the greatest clutch players, if not the greatest that we've seen in our lifetime,
Yes.
and then boom, all of a sudden, here's Jalen Brunson on top of that list. It is breathtaking. And to your point, Kobe was a physical marvel. Jalen Brunson is basically my height. Show us how he's doing.
You wouldn't notice Jalen Brunson walking down on the backside of him with a baseball cap in New York City. That's how average he is. But let me tell you why they call him Captain Crunch. And he's so good at targeting certain players. Watch the UD and I are going to break down this film. Watch how he targets here Al Horford off this first ball screen. We're going to show you a couple things. Number one, when he comes out and he shows, look at the feet of Al Horford. When you see that right leg up, you already know what he's going to do, UD.
He in trouble.
You already know what he's going to do. I don't know what kind of coverage Boston's in on this one right now because this is horrible coverage. If anything, he should be showing on the high side.
And Drew Holiday should be trying to get in that gap and tighten up that elbow so he can't attack that gap.
So one of the things I want you to watch is here. Watch how he snakes it, Greeny, and he's going to drive in here, and he's going to finish on the right side of the rim. Okay? Now you see Jason Tatum right here on the left side. That's where he's going to drive the ball to. And watch as he drives. Here's the best part about the play. Look at this. Oof. Are you kidding me? Bring the camera out on me, please. UD, I drive UD here. I get into this gap here. I'm driving into Jason Tatum. Arm bar with the right hand, finishing on the right side with the left hand, while Jason Tatum's right here. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and I'm scared to foul you, so I go into the Olay defense.
Yeah, look at poor Al Horford.
So I go into the Olay defense.
And he's initiating contact with Al Horford. Al Horford standing straight up vertical. Look at the way he finishes right there in traffic.
Tatum is right here.
Right there.
I mean, look at the degree of difficulty.
I mean, in traffic, through all the trees, that's one target. Here's another target for you. Poor Peyton Pritchard. You talk about mouse on mouse crime here, okay? Ball screen. You're seeing it. You're doing a great job here.
Mighty Mouse.
Yep, exactly. You're seeing a great job here. He's showing, Kristaps Porzingis is showing. Now, you can see a couple things happen. You can see the roll here that's right there, too, as well.
And Porzingis is already in the back pedal. He is already in the back pedal.
Now, watch how he works him. He works him down, works him down, works him down. And this moment right here, look at him, catches him right on the side, Greeny. I just got to highlight it. When he catches you on that side, all he's going to do, come here, you do real quick. He catches you right here. He's extended the rims right here. He's going to give him a head fake and this. You're going to see that. He initiates the contact with him. He dislodges him off his spot. And as soon as he does that, you're going to see UD jump. And as soon as you see him jump, he has Peyton Pritchard. There's nothing Peyton Pritchard can do here. Jump up in there, boom, and one.
And there's two things that guys do when they get dislodged. They go for the shot fake and they slap down. The two of those, and both of those are going to send him to the free throw line, and you understand that.
He's so good at just creating those targets, finding those individual matchups, creating the physicality first, and then he puts you in a compromising position defensively where you don't know what the hell to do.
Well, it's extremely well done. I love it when you guys do the tapes like that together. And then you make an important point. He's so good at drawing fouls. That's part of this game, right, is that guys are very hesitant because they don't want to get themselves in foul trouble. They don't want to put him on the line. That is a part of his advantage.
Yes, defense is so instinctual. I mean, it's instincts. He goes one way, you cut him off. You know he's going to go back that way. You react to it. But with this guy, he does things that put you in a situation where you have to think as a defender. And once you have to think as a defender, you're in trouble.
It's remarkable. Again, J. Will basically known him since he was 6 years old. Here's Jalen Brunson on the verge of becoming the king of New York. Speaking of the Knicks, they still need one more win just to get to the conference final. But our buddy Big Perk yesterday made a bold declaration about their title chances.
Once they close out the Boston Celtics, the New York Knicks are headed to the NBA championship. And I'm going to take it a step further.
Uh-oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if they win it all, to be honest with you.
So, in case you think, boy, that seems like hyperbole, here's the reality. The New York Knicks on ESPN Bet are right now odds-on favorites to win the East. They are a significant favorite to win the East. So, you get to the finals, you become one of two teams that have a chance to do it. The New York Knicks have not won the championship since 1973. I like the question that's on our screen, Windman. You know, sometimes the year finds you rather than you finding the year. Do the stars feel like they may be aligning for a miracle run by the New York Knicks?
Well, I thought the Knicks literally had the toughest draw out of every team in the entire playoffs, because you were looking at having to go through Boston, defending champs without home court, potentially Cleveland, #1 seed without home court. And then if it's Oklahoma City, you don't have home court, but whoever wins the West, you know is going to be extremely formidable. And I thought that was a tall task for a team that was 0-10 against the top 3 teams in the league. But obviously things have changed dramatically. They are on the verge of exterminating the Celtics. The Cavs are gone. And with the way that the Knicks have demonstrated they can play in the clutch and play on the road, you have to take them seriously in any series. So their situation and their chances at this point from where they were 2-3 weeks ago are completely different. And the thing about it is, there's no strategy that you can employ on Jalen Brunson that is just easily going to work. He is so shifty and so smart and so read and react that he is going to give the Knicks a chance if you let him in a close game.
Guys, I'm going to tell you, it does feel as if this is a March Madness type run for New York, right? It's like Jalen Brunson making shots, Mikal Bridges making fadeaway middies, OG, Karl Anthony Towns actually being physical, a physical presence in the paint. It feels as if it has the juice and the magic of one of those runs.
Look, Towns was a great college player. Brunson and obviously all those Villanova guys.
The 3 that they made.
You know what else I would say? The people have walked up to, so many people have said to me just in the street, whatever it is, that want to talk about the Knicks. Because the one series that Windy didn't mention was the Pistons.
Yes.
And that, you know, like, what is the iron sharpens iron or kind of thing? Like, that series was so physical, so tough, every game, right down to the clutch minutes, that the Knicks looked very ready as they moved into the second round because they had been tested as significantly as they were in that first round. I feel like that's a factor.
We can argue that they're the most battle-tested team right now thus far in the playoffs. I mean, when you look at the Detroit team that they were able to beat, that was a team that actually dominated them through the regular season. And we're talking about the top 10 teams, but Detroit was a team where nobody knew what they were going to get from, and they dominated them through the regular season. They stepped up to that challenge. Now they have the defending champs on the ropes. They're very battle-tested. So, but I will caution, do not overlook Indiana.
Yeah.
Do not overlook Indiana. We have to give respect where respect's due. And Rick Carlisle is a championship coach.
And for the record, I will just, you know it already. I don't need to say it. The series they're playing right now is not over. The Celtics have the heart of a champion. They still have a ton of great players. So the Knicks have a long way to go before they win a title. In the meantime, we came across a job posting